Hello everybody, this is Ben from Stockhours here with another video. Today I'm going to be going over a red day that I had trading. So it's something a little bit different here. So first thing to point out to you guys was this selling pressure we've had the last couple days on Tesla. You can see right when we started the day, we got some crazy selling pressure and fell from 1200 all the way to 1120. And then you can see the next day we had this little pop it open, and then when we got the FOMC meeting, we fell all the way from 1140 to 1080, so a 60-point move there. So today I was looking for the same thing. We made this little base here pre-market right here at 1066. So I was watching that level into the 1060 break, and my target was like 1050. You can see we broke that and fell all the way to 1020. So to zoom in here, you can see we had this little consolidation at open, and we saw them set up at 1070 here on level 2, and I actually took the risk of an early entry here and got caught in this pop, and then I also tried it here. And then I tried it again here. The third time I finally caught the drop and ended up selling on the 1065 break and getting back most of my losses, which was awesome. But really, I should have stayed calm and collect and then let this trade happen. It really didn't give me any type of reason to get out. Once we broke 1065, I could have used that as a stop loss, and I could have held this all the way into the 1050 break here, which would have been an insane hold and would have paid like way more. So now that you guys understand the chart, you can see this on the 5-minute. We have this little flat bottom here, and honestly the safest way to play this would have been to wait for 1066, that pre-market low, and then you can see like, oh, it would have been such a smooth trade down, and I wouldn't have been risking getting in early. So let's get to the live video here. It's about 30 minutes. I'm gonna like break it up and fast forward through it to get to the parts. So let's see. Alright, so this is Tesla right here off the open. You can see we're pushing here and everything, and then we identified 1070 on level 2 here. Then we had this huge candle fall all the way down, wicked off 1071 area. So in my head I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get in when I see 1071 break, and get in before the 1070 break here. Let's see. Oh, I'll go back some. So I'm setting alerts here. This is something you guys should all do. And I'm waiting for 1071. I see it under 1071. I get in. And here I'm just waiting for the 1070 break here to get out of my position to hit it with the scalp. You can see we push all the way down and we bounce off 1070 here, and it ends up wicking. I end up cutting my losses above like 1073, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I hesitated, so I should have cut losses right here, and I only would have took about a $90 loss, which would have been a lot better off in my opinion. I end up waiting for this candle, and it flips green, I think. Let's see. Yeah. And boom, that's when I get out. I honestly should have been all over that and got out way sooner. You can see how aggressive the buyers pushed us up to high a day here. So really, I should have cut my losses like I had planned at 1073. If I just would have cut them, you know, like I had planned and properly and without hesitation, I would have, you know, saved $300 on that play. You can see how weak this is here. Yeah, we push high a day, and NQ is just rallying here. It's going crazy. But you can see how fast Tesla comes back down here. And really, we just had that consolidation like I showed you guys before the video started. So like that 1066 level would have been by far the safest play. So let's see. Okay. So you can see it's coming back down here, really aggressive like. I see 1072 had this little rejection here, and there was a little bit of a wall on level 2. So I was going to take a starter position here with 3 contracts, and I was going to add 3 contracts before the new low and sell all 6 on the 1070 break. So I'm in here. I mean, I had a great starter position. Like it was really nice. Like I'm up, or I added to my position here. So hang on. So it happened really quick. So right when I saw under 10, right when I saw 1070, I bought again. Or right when I saw the new low, that's when I added, and we pushed to 1069, and I was up. Like for a split second, I was up, and I really wasn't able to get out. You can see there I was up 450. I really wasn't able to get out. I kind of got caught in this bounce here. So once again, my stop loss on this one originally was 1072. So the second it pushed up to like above my starter position entry is when I should have cut my losses on this. And you can see I once again had the same mistake and hesitated and stayed in just a little bit too long. Saw NQ at a red candle, and then it started pushing in right when we got at that low. And really I just really didn't have the proper risk management here to be able to hold this how I wanted to. I was in a little bit too heavy to be able to hold this like I did. And we'll just watch what happens here. So I mean, it's looking weak. The contracts are holding up okay, and it's coming back down. But it's just those buyers step in here, and you can see they take it above 1075, and I'm pretty sure that's when I get out. So I mean, you can see that like I'm only down like 300, 280, 300 at the most here, and then I started getting down to like minus 500 when we got over 1075. And see, that's right when I should have cut my losses the second we got above 1075 instead of hesitating and waiting. And I took way too big of a loss here. This was like a 20% loss for me. See, I'm still in here for whatever reason. You can see this is just that consolidation. So I got stuck in the consolidation. NQ's rallying again. So I just got caught. I was in way too early. I hesitated on cutting my losses, and I got burned because of it here. So yeah, I think when it makes that new high, I get out here. Yeah. So I was down pretty insanely. I literally just walked away from the computer after that for a little bit. But we started coming back here. So, you know, honestly, that we got rejected like that, the consolidation on the 5-minute and the way NQ was reacting made me honestly really like this low into the 1066. So yeah, we pushed up the high a day here, you can see, but we're still just wicking so hard. So Tesla's clearly the weak link, was clearly the weak link today, and then you can see NQ starting to fall a little bit here. It's kind of lining up with how Tesla is looking here. I'm just going to fast forward a little bit here, and you can see we got this big candle right here with NQ. And we start falling here again. So, you know, once again, my plan is to try 1070 for the 3rd time. I really liked how it was moving this time with NQ, so I sized up just a little bit. I added 2 contracts to my position size here. Here we go. So we're falling. So yeah, I was gonna go in with 10 here instead of 8. I went in with 6 previously, but I really didn't want to wow it out too much, and I didn't want to like just get destroyed on this trade. Like I was keeping 1072 as my stop loss here. Like if it even came above that, I was going to cut my losses. So I was being super strict this time around, and I didn't want to mess around with it. And my target was to sell into the 1066 low. So So you can see we had this little 1 minute trend here that the algo drew, and we're starting to come back below that under 1072 again. Starting to see the flashing of sell orders. See the little 40 wall at 1070. Alright, so you see this candle starts as green and we're flipping the red, signifying the selling pressure. So here I'm like under 171, I'm gonna get in. I like the selling pressure here, plus NQ is starting to fall here. It's really just about being patient. So here we go, it starts to fall. That should have been my entry. The second this flipped back to red with NQ, that would have been a great entry with the momentum. So like right here when we flipped, this would have been an amazing entry here with the NQ drop. See, we basically fall right to 1070, and we break 1079 here, or 1069, I'm sorry. There we go. Selling pressure is there. It falls all the way under 1065, and I get out, and I make back like $1,100 basically on that one trade. So I'm just gonna fast forward it. So basically, I sold way too early, like I was saying earlier. I should have just saw what NQ was doing, stayed calm, and identified the selling pressure here. I could have rode this all the way down to 1050 if I really stayed perfectly calm. So here I'm looking to scalp the 1060 level. I wanted a pullback, so you can see we bounce here just a little bit. We're bouncing on NQ, and then I'm making sure my order entry stuff's all good. So I'm waiting for 1061 to break, and then I'm in this into the 1060 break. I'm just gonna scalp it, is what I was doing here. So you can see the selling pressure is still here. Like I should never even have exited my original position. There was no reason to whatsoever. Tesla was clearly the weak link here. Even with NQ pushing, Tesla was still falling and not really even pushing back. So you can see this candle's flipping from, it's trying to flip from green to red. There we go. So we start here with the selling pressure. Like I said, under 161 was my entry on this. So I'm just really staying patient here. See, it's trying it. Here I'm in, I think. No. That would have been a great scalp. I'm sorry, I thought I scalped that one. I think I wait for 1050. But you can see the selling pressure here and how Tesla's acting here compared to what NQ did. We had this pop on NQ and Tesla still kept falling. And then we started falling again on NQ. So it's been a great indication to stay in Tesla. We fall all the way down to 1050 here. So I was waiting for a pullback. I was looking to play the 1050 break here. Alright, so I'm zoomed in here. I'm waiting to see that selling pressure. We just had this big candle from NQ. I sized up a little bit on this trade just because I liked how it was moving. Oops, too far. Alright, so it's falling here. See, so I see under 1051 to get in early. And I was too late here, so I think I got in a second too late. So honestly, when I saw the selling pressure come in NQ, that would have been, the indication to get in here, like right in this area here. And we fell past 1051. So this is, when I should have hit the buy. So we went from 1051 to 1050.20 basically in an instant. So I was a little bit late to my buy here, but I stayed in, I was patient. We started falling, and I sell in the 1045 break and make around 800 bucks, 700 bucks there. So yeah, I went from minus 1700 or minus 1800 to minus 167. I took another trade or two after that, and I finished down just $100. But you can see here, the selling pressure was still there and super prevalent, and if I just held that original entry, it never really gave me any real reason to sell, and I should have been able to capitalize on this move down here. But thank you guys for watching this live trade. I'll go back and show you the chart here so you can see all the way down from 1070. So that was the right early entry. We were just in a little bit too early. 1066 would have been the safest way to play it, and you know, you could have held that all the way down to 1040, and even that 1040 break was super nice all the way back down to 1025. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions on this video or anything I went over, feel free to comment below, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.